Hi everybody, welcome to English Dizzy Lessons Class 9 Unit 1 Reading A The Snake and the Mirror Part 2. This is N. Sanjeev Reddy, School Assistant English, ZPHS Ambarpet, Katalapur Mandal, Jaithyal District. The Snake and the Mirror Part 2. In the previous lesson we have learnt that the doctor was sitting in front of the table and he was looking into the mirror. He adjusted his hair and also he took two important decisions. They are he should shave every day and also he should keep smile on his face to look more handsome. So that was the scene. Let us continue. He looked into the mirror and decided to keep smile on his face. There were no more sounds from above. He had already heard the sound 3 times almost, but suddenly there were no more sounds from above. That means something had happened. Suddenly there came a dull thud as if a rubber tube had fallen to the ground. The regular sound was stopped, but some different type of sound he heard. So suspecting something, he wanted to know what is that. So he looked around. Then he turned to see what that was. No sooner had he turned than a fat snake wriggled over the back of the chair and landed on his shoulder. When he looked back, there came a snake from the floor along the chair and it came onto his shoulder. The snake came onto his shoulder. So this is the meaning wriggle, the movement of a snake, wriggle. So here, this is the situation you can see in the picture. The snake was just inches away from his face. He saw the snake just a few inches away from his face. And you see this picture, he is trembling. The person is trembling. When the doctor saw the snake, he did not tremble, he did not move. If he move a little bit, the snake will bite him. So he did not make any movement. The doctor did not jump, he did not tremble. The snake slithered along his shoulder and coiled around his left arm. So here slither, move on a surface, slither. And it coiled around his left arm. So this is the meaning of slither. You can understand very well. And this is a coil, wound around something. Generally, snakes do that. The snake came onto his shoulder and coiled around his left arm. Then the snake spread out its hood. This is hood. He didn't move. He was turned to a stone. Even he was not holding his breath. He was sitting like a stone. But his mind was very active. At the time, the doctor prayed to the God. He prayed to the God to help him out from this problem. There was some pain in his left arm because the snake had coiled around his left arm. So it is squeezing. The snake was squeezing his left arm. So he felt some pain in his left arm. He felt like a thick laden rod was slowly crushing his arm. So that is the situation. His left arm was squeezed by the snake. If he moved a little bit, the snake would bite him. So that was his problem. So he did not move. He thought that death was 4 inches away. Here, that means the snake was just 4 5 inches away from his face. So he was afraid it would bite him. There were no medicines in his room. He thought if the snake bites him, what medicine should he take? He had no medicines in the room. That was the problem. Then he thought that he was a foolish and stupid doctor because without medicines in the room, he is foolish. He thought that he was foolish and then he was lucky. Maybe the God heard his voice. The God heard his words. The God has appreciated his prayer. The snake turned its head. It looked into the mirror and saw its reflection in the mirror. So this is the picture. The snake turned its head towards the mirror and saw its reflection. It slowly slithered into his lap, and then it crept onto the table and moved towards the mirror. So slowly from his left arm, it came into his lap. Then after it moved onto the table, then it stood like that in front of the mirror. Here is the question. Why do you think that the snake turned to the mirror? Just to try to guess and write down in your notebook. Why do you think that the snake turned to the mirror? The snake was busy in looking at its reflection. Then he got some time. Then doctor had got some time. Now he was no more a stone image. He was a man of flesh and blood. Now he can move. He can make any movement because the snake moved onto the table. So he got up from the chair and came out of the room and ran as much as he can. He ran out of the room. Here, for more better understanding, let us know some meanings. Thud, sound made when an object fall. Simultaneous, at the same time. Tremble, shake from fear. This is the picture. When we are afraid, we generally tremble. Drain off, make something weaker. Here, the snake coiled around his arm and draining all his energy. It tried to make him weak so that it can bite him. Feebly, without any energy. Admire, surprise. Here, the meaning was given in the blue color box. The word was given in maroon color. Let us know some literary terms. Here, the doctor sat there like a stone image. This is the sentence. Here, the doctor was compared to a stone image. So, comparison. In this comparison, the writer used the word like. So, let us see. Here, the doctor was compared to a stone image. Compare something or someone to something or someone using as or like. It is simile. So here in this sentence, the writer used simile, comparing something or someone to a thing or someone using as or like. Here the writer used like. Observe the following sentences. Suddenly there came a dull thud as if a rubber tube had fallen to the ground. It was as if a thick leaden rod was slowly but powerfully crushing his arm. After observing these two sentences, we can understand that in the first sentence, the snake was compared to a rubber tube. In the second sentence, the snake was compared to a heated rod. Here, observe two more sentences. The snake unwound itself from his arm and slowly slithered into his lap. From there, it crept onto the table and moved towards the mirror. The doctor leapt into the yard and ran for all he was worth. Here, just observe the words which were highlighted: slithered, crept, moved, leapt, ran. So, all these words are relevant to, or they give the meaning of some kind of movement. These words were used to represent the different types of movement. Hope you understood it well. Like the video and share it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel NSR English Nalla for more videos. Thank you for watching this video. Share it and like it. And let us meet in the part 3 of the snake and the mirror.